Hi, Eunice. Good evening.
Hey, teacher, good evening.
How was your day?
Everything okay, teacher? Thanks for asking.
All right, that's good. So let's start with the class of today, right? Today we have to continue reading, right?
Okay.
So I'm going to, oh my goodness. Oh, I can minimize the page. All right. So I'm going to start sharing my screen. Let me know if you can see it. All right. Do you remember in what part do we stop?
Yes, we did number 3, part number 3, I think.
Number 3, right? And I guess we didn't finish the
Or number
questions,
2.
right? Oh my goodness. All right, so do you remember we finished this one, right? I guess we finished this one, but we didn't finish the questions.
Yes, I think, yes.
Right, so we're going to continue reading.
Okay.
Right, and then we're going to answer directly, and we have
Number
yes,
5.
almost. Yes. No, directly number. Oh, yes,
Okay.
number 5.
Okay.
And number 4. I guess we're going to see them, right? We're going to remember. So let me. All right, you can start reading, please.
Okay. Number 4, no, right?
Yes.
Okay. Problems regarding the scientific method are well documented, and it is widely accepted by the scientific community that, however consistent science are in their procedures, the results born under different circumstances can vary markedly. A number of factors influence research, among them the organization of a laboratory, the influence of prevailing theories, financial constraints, and the peer review process. Consequently, scientists tend to believe they are not in a position to bear universal truths, but to reveal tendencies.
Tendencies.
uh, Tendencies.
Right? So there was a war, circumstances can vary markedly. All right, so let's start by the vocabulary. I know you have a lot of questions, right?
Yes.
All right, let's start.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Widely in the first. Yes.
Widely, ampliamente o ampliamente aceptado.
By the scientific community that I don't understand this sentence. Are well documented, and it's widely accepted by the scientific community that.
This one.
Yes, but before the comma we have that, and why is that there? I don't understand.
All right, accepted by scientific community that, however, this is with that we're introducing we're making a reference that we're going to start another idea, right? Then community that, que,
Okay.
however, sin embargo, right?
Yes.
Do you got it now, or
Yes.
maybe?
No, yeah, I got it.
All right.
Consistent, that's like.
Then followed by that, consisted. It's maybe we can a kind of consequent.
Okay.
Como coherente.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
We have scientists and their procedures. The results born under different circumstances can vary, yes, markedly.
notablemente.
Okay. Okay.
Pueden variar notablemente. Do you get it?
Yes. Financial constraints.
Oh, where is it?
Effective theories, comma, financial constraints.
Oh, constraints.
Traits.
Constraints are like limitations, como limitaciones.
Okay, and the period?
Oh, right. So then we have financial constraints and peer review process, right? We're going to start reading for, what is it? All right. Right, so it will be procedimientos de revisión, right? Por pares, the peer.
Okay. Tend to believe they are not in a position to bear.
To bear, soportar. To bear es soportar. Para soportar verdades universales, but to reveal, right?
Yeah,
Reveal,
right.
it's
Show.
similar in Spanish.
Okay.
Revelar.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
Do you get it? Is everything all right?
Yes, I think so.
Oh, why do you think? Why not sure? Are you not so sure?
Yeah, because it's a it's a kind of difficult text because I don't
You
usually see that.
know what is the difficult part? The new vocabulary, right?
Yes, yes, right.
For example, we
Yeah,
have
and
widely, hardly.
yeah, and I think that when you write, you have to do it with some words that I don't know right now. So
Yes, for example, this is a very formal essay, right?
yeah, right.
This is
A
an
formal.
argumentative essay, right? This is an argumentative essay. Then we're going to see more words like that. For example, the part that you couldn't get it,
Yes.
right? For example, that, comma, space, however, right? Even in Spanish, we have this, right? We have some rules to make an introduction, but it's normal. For example, we have markedly, widely. Oh my goodness, but it's not who is here. Alvaro, oh no. Maybe he got confused, right? So then we're going to see, right? So don't worry, we have the same in Spanish, but when we're making or writing essays, it's normal to use this kind of vocabulary, right?
Yeah, right.
All right. So then we're going to start reading paragraph number 5. This is going to be the last one. And then we're going to start with our questions, right?
Okay. However, this is controlled by two factors. Firstly, certain scientific institutions wish to maintain a degree of status as bearers of truth. Further, policy makers uphold this understanding by requesting scientific certainty in order to legitimize their policy decisions.
Yes.
According to a number of authors who have documented this process, decision makers do not necessarily try to obtain all the information with this or could be made available regarding an issues.
Issue.
Rather, they select that information which is necessary to fulfill their goals. Information termed as half knowledge attempts to underplay transboundary issues
Yes.
such as whether provisions and pollutions are cases in point. Politicians clearly cannot pretend that certain data do not exist if they are well known in scientific communities or national borders, but some discretion is evident, especially where there is controversy and uncertainty.
All right. So let's start by the pronunciation, right? This is not scientific. This is scientific. Scientific.
Yeah, right.
Can you try?
Yes, scientific.
Yes. This is further.
Okay, further.
Right. Then certainties.
Certainties.
Right. Then we have the other word. I guess you pronounced well this. I don't remember very well. Right. So this is policy. Right. This is available. Can you try?
Okay, available.
Yes. You pronounce this very well. Then politicians.
Okay, politicians.
You can pronounce this like pretend a certain data, right?
Data. Okay.
Yes, something like that. But if you can, because it's a complicated word to pronounce, you can say like that. There's no problem at all, right? Because you're going to see some people pronounce like data, the rest pronounce like certain data, right? But this is not too much. This is not a problem, right? The pronunciation for this is not a problem because it's this has to kind of pronunciation, right? And the last one is uncertainty.
Uncertainty.
Yes.
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, so let's start by the vocabulary.
Okay, yes. In the first part, this is countered by two factors.
However, this is contoured, right? We're not going to pronounce letter E. I forgot to draw this word, right? We're not going to pronounce letter E. Contoured.
Okay.
Contoured means like this is, esto está contrarrestado por dos factores. Contrarrestado.
Okay. Yes. Then. Yes. In the second line, it's
Yes.
to maintain a degree of status as bearers.
Viewers, yes. Viewers of truth, right? So would be like only viewers es como portador. Portador viewer es portador. Portadores está en plural. This is in plural of truth. Do you get it maybe? Viewers of truth, portadores de.
De la verdad.
Yes, you got it.
Okay. Then further. No, further.
Yes. As you can notice, we have firstly, we have further, we have according to, then I guess we don't have more words like that. This means further además de.
Okay. Además.
Right, we're introducing another paragraph, right? This is an introduction word, right? Palabras introductorias que nos ayudan a introducir a un nuevo, una nueva idea.
Okay.
Por ejemplo, right? So maybe uphold. Do you get it?
No, I don't really get it.
Uphold is defender.
Okay.
Right. Then we have so legitimizar.
Yeah, right.
According numbers of. Give me a second, please. Good evening, Álvaro.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hi. Please give me 1 minute, please.
Okay.
I'm going to start with you in 1 minute, right? Thank you. All right. So then another word maybe?
Yes, regarding an issue?
Regarding, con respecto a. regarding an issue con respecto a un problema,
Yes.
right?
Yes, fulfill.
In which part is it?
It's
Oh, yes. Yes, I saw fulfill, right? Realizar sus objetivos,
yes.
realizar.
Okay. Have knowledge.
Termed es como denominado o llamado, right?
Right. And attempts to understand.
Underplay transgender issues, maybe?
Yes, right.
All right, underplay it is subestimar, right? In this context is subestimar problemas fronterizos.
Ah, okay. Another position, okay. Yeah, I think I got it.
All right, yes, I know that it's kind of difficult maybe because we're looking for new words. We are looking at how to introduce new ideas, right? But this is something that I'm going to show you maybe because we have a course for this, right? So it's normal, Ernesto, if you don't get it at all, right? So don't worry about it. Maybe when you already know the vocabulary, it's more easy. But in this case, you are looking for you are learning new vocabulary.
Yeah.
Instead of that, you have to read again with that new vocabulary until understand, because only one read part, it's not at all, right?
Yeah, I know
So
it's
don't
not
worry
at all.
about it.
Okay.
Then
Yeah.
I'm going to share with you the link, right? So then you can continue reading, right?
Okay, right.
Do you have any question, Ernesto?
No, I think everything is clear.
All right. So I'm going to launch the pool. So please, you can fill it, and that's all for today.
Okay,
See
thank you
you
very much,
tomorrow.
teacher. Bye, teacher.
Thank you. Bye. Alvaro, good evening.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
How was your day?
It was good, teacher. Thank you.
All right. So I don't know if you can see the pool. ¿Puedes ver la encuesta?
Yes.
¿La puedes minimizar, por favor?
Sí.
All right. So then we're going to continue, right? I'm sorry for the time, right?
Okay.
Ernesto has many questions. So, but we're going to stay the 15 minutes, right? So don't worry about that. So we're going to start. Do you remember in what part do we stop?
Number 3, maybe. See, number 3.
All right. So let's start reading. You can do it.
Okay. With regards to the later, controversy between scientists may arise where data analysis appears to support one policy over another. In 1991, the World Resources Institute published estimates of net emissions and sinks of greenhouse gases for a number of countries, including India. The report provoked criticism among Indian scientists who argued that the figures had failed to take some significant factors into account, leading to overestimated emissions values. The WRI was accused of blaming less economically developed countries for global warming, a stance which, if accepted, could impede industrialization and sustain even widen the wealth gap.
Right, thank you. So yes, you pronounce actually that this is the case. So then Let's start by the pronunciation. This is criticism. Can you try?
Criticism.
No. Like I. Criticisms.
Criticisms.
Yes, you got it. Right. So argued.
Argued. Mhm.
Right. So overestimate.
Over, overestimate. Mhm. Okay,
All right.
thank you.
So there is no another word that you couldn't pronounce, so everything was okay. So let's start by the vocabulary. Is there any word that you couldn't
In the
understand?
first part, yes, teacher. Regards.
Okay, regards. I like. Do you remember when we're going to write a letter, we put regards at the beginning of the letter? Maybe. Do you get it? The
Okay.
idea? Saludos.
It's like salud. Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
But in this context,
Okay.
we have regards to the later, right? Would be con respecto a solo regards es saludos, pero en este contexto with regards to the later, it means like con respecto a este último, haciendo referencia a este párrafo, right?
Mhm. Okay.
Do you get it? Do you get it, the two meanings?
Yes, teacher.
All
Yes,
right.
I got it.
All right, let's
Other
continue.
word is sinks.
In which line is it? Let me. All right. And
The
definitions
third.
and things. All right. Sumideros. Do
Okay.
you get it?
Okay. Mhm. Greenhouse gases. Other word is uh. No, teacher. I understand.
Right.
Within.
All right.
In the last.
Even
Within.
within. Right. Ensanchar.
Okay.
So,
That is all.
all right. Let me see if it accepted the clothing period sustain. Okay. All right. In this context, right? Solo la palabra within es ensanchar, pero en este contexto we have even within, right? It means like incluso ampliar. Es como esta palabra de acá. Wider, right? Solo que acá está conjugado. Do you get it?
Yes, teacher. I got it.
All right. All right. So let's see. We have questions. Right. Paragraph 3. Gives an example of a dispute over which country was most responsible for producing greenhouse gases, the pollution caused by multinational companies in India, how studies were interpreted and presented, erroneous data which resulted from a poorly funded experiment. What do you think?
The last option.
No.
No.
Let's try one more time.
No. The second option, maybe.
No. You have one
No.
attempt. It is between number 1 and
The
third,
first.
number 3. Yes. Right. So the correct option was number 3, right? So let's continue with number 4, please.
Problems regarding the scientific method are well documented, and it is widely accepted by the scientific community that, however consistent scientists are in their procedures, the results borne out under different circumstances can vary markedly. A number of factors influence research, among them the organization of a laboratory, the influence of prevailing theories, financial constraints, and the peer review process. Consequently, scientists tend to believe they are not in a position to be universal truths, but to reveal tendencies.
Very good. You made very good. Your pronunciation was very good. So the pronunciation for this one was the results, like all results.
Results.
Right. And for
Result.
this, very
Very.
right. That's all. So let's start by the vocabulary.
In the first part, widely.
Ampliamente,
Okay.
ampliamente aceptado.
Mhm. Very in the third.
Very, very is similar in Spanish. Variar puede variar markedly.
Okay.
Puede variar notablemente. Markedly would be notablemente,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, teacher. No more. Peer.
To bear, we have this
No.
infinitive, this infinitive one, right? To bear is soportar,
Mhm.
right? Soportar la verdad universal, right? Pero para
Okay.
revelar tendencias. Do you get it?
Yes, teacher.
Right. I guess we
No
don't
more.
have questions in number the sentences. Yes, we have. No, we don't. So we don't have questions about paragraph number 4. So let's start paragraph number 5. We're going to stop here and then we're going to answer the questions, right?
Okay.
You
I
can
have to
start.
read.
Yes,
Okay.
please.
However, this is countered by the two factors. Firstly, certain scientific institutions wish to maintain a degree of status as bearers of truth. Further, policy makers uphold this understanding by requesting scientific certainties in order to legitimize their policy decisions. According to a number of authors who have documented this process, decisions makers do not necessarily try to obtain all the information which is or could be made available regarding an issue. Rather, they select that information which is necessary to fulfill their goals. Information termed as half knowledge attempts to underplay transboundary issues such as water provision and pollution are cases in point. Politicians clearly cannot pretend that certain data do not exist if they are well known in scientific communities or national borders, but some discretion is evident, especially where there is controversy and uncertainty.
Yes, you got it, right? So the pronunciation for this is further.
Further, you.
Right.
Okay.
So for
Do.
this is right. You said
Yes.
do,
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
So don't worry, it's okay, right? But everything was okay, right? So let's start by the vocabulary.
Bearers of truth.
In this one?
Yes, barriers of truth.
Bearers of true would be only bearers, all right? It's like portador, bearer,
Okay,
portador,
de la
right?
verdad.
So in this
Mhm.
case, yes, you got it, portadores de la verdad, because in this paragraph they said something like that, right? To bear universal truths, right? So another word,
When we use further, the word further.
further. This is similar like firstly, further, right? To make
Okay.
a
Mhm.
introduce, right? A kind of introduction of another idea. As you can notice, this is an idea, right?
Mhm.
Uphold this understanding by requesting scientific certainties in order to legitimize their policy decisions, right? So you are using this further, right? Además de, right?
Okay.
But further is to, when we're going to introduce another idea, specifically talking about informal letters, formal essays, right? Do you get it?
Okay. Mhm. Yes, teacher.
All right.
Rater is other word.
And which part
Rater
is
is
it? Let me see. Where is it?
made available regarding an issue. Rater.
Oh, yes, right there. This is another
Mhm.
introductory word, right? So this is like, how can we say like this? For example, we can say like somewhat. Instead of using this, we
Mhm.
can replace by somewhat, más bien. Do you get it?
Okay. Mhm.
Or yes, yes, it is like that's the meaning. Do you get it?
Yes,
This
teacher.
is another introductory word, right? As you can notice, these words like are to introduce another idea, right? Another
Mhm.
clause. We're making this, we have a period, 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 the word, and the
Okay.
comma,
Mhm.
right? So let's continue.
Uh, uh, Other word is underplay.
Which part is it? All right, yes, yes. Underplay, underplay, transboundary. All right. So underplay
Mhm.
is subestimar, subestimar.
Okay.
Los problemas no, de fronterizos, right?
Frontier. Sí. Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
maybe another word.
That is all.
All right.
No,
So
no, teacher.
let's start by the questions, right? Continue. Sorry. In paragraph 5, this, right, refers to
Mhm.
the scientific method and its inherent problems, the belief that scientists cannot reveal universal truths, the variation in scientific results under different circumstances, the list of factors which influence scientific research. What do you think?
Oh, it's difficult. uh, the
Maybe you want
the
to see one more
number.
time?
Yes, 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 please.
All right, here you have.
Okay. Okay. Number. This number. Number 4. No, number 3. Number 3.
All right. No,
Oh,
oh, all right.
no.
No, it's not
No.
number 3,
No.
neither number 4.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
The second option.
Yes, the second one is the correct,
Mhm.
right? So
Mhm.
we have this last question, right? And then we're going to stop there
Mhm.
in there. So further policy makers uphold this understanding by requesting scientific certainties in order to legitimize their policy decisions. Politicians, when seeking evidence for policy making, do not understand the fact that scientists are unable to act as barriers of truth. Politicians consider the scientific research that supports their policies as more as legitimate than other research. Scientific institutions encourage politicians to use them for policy making in order to improve their status. Politicians, when seeking evidence for policy making, encourage the belief that scientists can produce incontestable facts. What do you think? Seeking is like
What is the meaning of seeking?
looking for,
Like,
buscando.
mhm,
That's the meaning, right?
okay.
So I know this is kind
The
of
second one.
old. All right,
Okay.
the second one?
Yes.
No.
No.
All right,
Uh,
yes. Maybe you
it's the
can try
first
by
option.
this means. No,
Mhm.
it is between 4
No.
and 3 and 4.
Oh, it's complicated.
What do you think?
Then the number 4 is the number 4.
Yes, number 4. Remember, they were talking about encourage, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this is a paragraph, right? This is the idea, maybe. The idea, yes. It's better if we
Yes.
call it like idea, right? So do you have any question, Alvaro?
No, teacher. I don't have questions.
All right, so then we have to improve our comprehension, right? We have some difficulties to understand, right? So we're going to continue practicing, right? Even if you want, right, you can look for stories, right? I don't know, PDF stories. There is so much pages that you can find, right, in order to improve our comprehension, right? Because only 15 minutes is
Okay.
not enough, as you can notice, right?
Mhm.
So that's
Yes,
all for
teacher.
today, right? Maybe can you fill the
Okay.
pool? Does it
Teacher,
appear?
no,
I'm
when I
sorry?
connect with my cell phone, the pool disappear. When I connect in the call with my cell phone, the pool disappeared.
All right, so you
I don't
can
know
leave, as
why.
always, you can leave the class and then
Mm-hmm.
continue, you can
Okay.
enter again, right?
Okay, teacher. Okay. This is the.
Can you? All right,
Yes,
yes, I was afraid of.
I finished. Okay.
All right, thank you,
Thank you,
Alvaro. That's
teacher.
all for today. Have a good night.
Okay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. Hi, Patricia. Good evening.
Hi, teacher. Good evening.
Hi, how was your day?
It was good, teacher. Everything good.
That's good to know. Was it busy?
Sorry?
Was it busy?
Not really.
Oh, that's cool. Right, so then we're going to continue with our reading part, right? I'm going to share my screen. All right, so do you remember in what part do we stop?
I think in number 3.
Number 3, right? We didn't read this paragraph, Patricia?
No, I didn't read it.
We read. We didn't? I guess we read.
No. No.
All right, so we're going to start reading, right? So you can continue, please.
Okay. With regards to the latter, controversy between
Oh my goodness,
scientists.
sorry. Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Give me a sec.
Okay.
All right, so then please you can continue.
With regards to the latter, controversy between scientists may arise where data analysis appears to support one policy over another. In 1991, the World Resource Institute published estimates of net emissions and sinks of greenhouse gases for a number of countries, including India. The report provoked criticism among Indian scientists who argued that the figures had failed to take some significant factors into account, leading to overestimated emissions values. The WRI was accused of blaming less economically developed countries for global warming, a stance which, if accepted, could impede industrialization and sustain, even widen the wealth gap.
All right, very good. So your pronunciation was very good. So do you have any question by the vocabulary?
Yes. Latter in the first line. Latter.
Oh, at the beginning, right?
Yes.
So regarding to the latter, right? It could be like last or latest, later, final, ultimate. Do you get it?
Yes.
All right, that's the meaning. For example, it means like con respecto a lo último, right? Talking about this paragraph, right?
Yes. Okay.
So maybe another one.
In the fifth line, it says a stance which, I don't know what stance means.
Let me see where is it. Stance. All right. So stance is like your point, right? Maybe your point of view, right? Do you get it?
Yes.
Like como postura. Una postura que. Right?
Okay. The last one that says the wealth gap. I don't know what gap.
Wealth gap. All right. In this case, right, gap is like, I don't know, I can't draw it, right? But it's like brecha. Do you get it? And wealth would be the kind of a this context, right? The wealth gap would be la brecha de la riqueza. I don't know if you got it,
Yes, yes.
right?
Okay.
So,
Yes.
do you have other one maybe?
Mm,
It means, for
sustain.
example, oh,
Yes, sustain.
where is it? In which part?
In the sixth, could impede industrialization and sustain.
Oh, yes, it is followed by that. All right. So sustain would be something like to keep, for example, to
Okay.
hold, to support, maintain, uphold.
Sostener.
Yes, you got it.
And impede, is it like impedir?
Yes, impede
Okay.
industrialization, right?
Okay.
In-
Yes.
Do you get it?
Yes, I get it.
All right. I guess we don't have. Oh, yes. So can you read, please, this one? Paragraph 3 gives an example of a dispute over. What do you think?
Mm, companies in India.
Number 2,
Yes. Mm,
you have to try one more time, maybe.
okay. Can we see the paragraph?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Yes.
All right. So let's try one more time. What do you think?
Number 3, I think.
All right. Yes, very good. Right, that's the answer. So let's continue with paragraph number 3.
4.
Oh no, 4. Sorry. Right. So you can start reading, please.
Okay. Problems regarding the scientific method are well documented. And it is widely accepted by the scientific community that, however consistent scientists are in their procedures, the results born under different circumstances can vary markedly. A number of factors influence research, among them the organization of a laboratory, the influence of prevailing theories, financial constraints, and the peer review process. Consequently, scientists tend to believe they are not in a position to bear universal truths, but to reveal tendencies.
Very good. You got it. All right. So let's start by the vocabulary, please.
Okay. Prevailing theories in the fourth line. Prevailing, is that
Right,
like
very
before?
Yes. All right. Yes, I got it. In this prevailing, right, would be something like predominante, teorías predominantes. Do you get it?
Okay. Yes. And financial constraints.
Oh, constraints. Constraints would be like limitations, right? Limitaciones. Do you get it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes, that would be the
peer.
meaning. All right. So in this case, we have the peer review process would be like only the peer would be something like por pares, right? But we're going to try to understand this, right? Would be like okay, como procesos de revisión por pares. All
Okay.
right.
Yes.
You got it?
Yes.
Very good. Maybe another one.
Bear. In the last line.
To be
Yes.
universal. Yes. All right. Soportar. Right. To
Okay.
be like
Yes.
soportar. Right.
Okay.
Maybe another word, Patricia.
No.
All right, very good. Let's see if there is any question. I guess we have one question. One question, sorry. No, there is. Yes. Which sentence best sums up the ideas in paragraph 4? Right. So, what do you think? Scientists are aware that their work cannot present incontrovertible facts. If scientists were more concerned, they could create more reliable evidence. Variations in how research is conducted often affect its validity. Scientists spend more time documenting problems than conducting research. What do you think? Sums up is like, it's a phrasal verb, right? It means like
Yes.
summarize.
Like the resume.
Yes, summarize. All right, so what do you think?
The third one.
All right.
No.
All right, let's try one more time.
Okay.
I know this paragraph is kind of difficult.
Yes. Can we see the paragraph one more time?
Yes, of course. Let me see. Yes. All right, there you have. Yes. All right, do you get it maybe?
Yes.
All right. So, wait, yes, all right. So what do you think?
I don't know if one or two.
All right. So maybe you can start by dismiss. So number 4 is not, number 3, no. So we have to dismiss.
I
What do
think
you
number 1.
All right, very good, you got it, right? So we're going to stop here because Nazarena is going to enter. I'm not sure if it's Nazarena or no, I don't remember. Right, so do you have any question, Patricia?
No, no questions, teacher.
All right, so remember, please, we're going to continue in paragraph number 5, right? We're stopping that paragraph.
Okay.
So, please, that's all for today. If you can fill the poll, the seat appear you.
Yes.
All right. So then please, you can fill it, and that's all for today, right?
Okay, it's done.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Patricia.
teacher. Bye.
Thank you, bye.